Hi, welcome back to my journal journey. Today I'm setting up my school planner. This year, as you can see, I'm going for an A5 size. Previously, I've had a larger size from Paper Chase, but due to circumstances, I decided to go for a smaller planner. This one is from Tiger. It's got 100 GSM page, and after using it I have to say I'm really impressed. There's a pocket at the back and the colour of the pages is slightly off-white, but I don't mind that. For this setup I'm going to use the Upsy Daisy set that I received last month, which was Squeeze the Day. It's a lovely set with some post-it notes, washi tape, which I find absolutely adorable, and I found two colours just to complement that washi tape, and some stencils. The kit did come with stickers, but because this was the start of year setup I didn't need any of those stickers, so I'll use them for another month. But I got a lot of use from these stencils and it's possibly one of my favourite sets that I've got from Upsy Daisy to date. And I love the little postcards. I did start with a pocket at the front, but I forgot to record that, sorry. I've sketched in the title page using the stencils and a pencil, and I'm just adding something to the front page with one of the post-it notes because it's just too cute not to. After doing this, I realised that you could see the bottom of the leaves through the post-it notes, so when I've done this technique on other pages, I've stuck the post-it note down first, then drew the leaves on. I did also come back and add a little bit of washi tape to the page as well. So I'm going in with Tombow Fudenoski pen, just write in the title, and to do the lines I think I need a new pen because the lines didn't quite go as planned, but I did tidy them up afterwards so it doesn't look like this anymore. Going in with my Uni Pin Fineliner. I've just got so many collections of fineliners around the house. This one is, I believe, a 0.8. I do tend to like thicker lines when doing this sort of spread, so I do gravitate towards the 0.5 or the 0.8. I have to say, after doing this spread, I am absolutely in love with just how bright and fresh it looks. So hopefully every time I open it up I will have a massive smile. I did try to use just the one journal for both work and home, but it got too complicated for me. So about 3 years ago I switched to having a home journal and then a work journal, and it's worked really well for me. My work journal follows a very simple format which I have replicated year after year. The only downside to this journal would be that because it's smaller, the stencils that are made for my weeklies won't fit anymore, so I'm going to have to think about how to do that, but that's not a today problem. Adding a bit of colour around the edge. After finishing this page, I did look at the stencil cheat sheet where you do have another semicircle to map out where to put that yellow, but I'm not mad about how I did this. I think it's quite cute and I still love it. I have only used 3 Tombow colours throughout this whole setup, which I was quite surprised about, and that's just the yellow, the green and a pale yellow later on. For my work spreads, I keep them quite simple and quite to the point. I've tried lots of different setups for the work journal, but having a simple title page, year at a glance, which is what I'm doing now, and a very simple future log has worked the best for me. The year at a glance, I use some calendar tabs that I'd previously made in Procreate and just put them all together, printed them on sticker paper and just smoothed down. I find that taking just the top strip off, getting that positioned and then smoothing it down works really well for me. Just to add a bit of something to this page, I am going in with some washi tape, but that's just to make it a little bit more exciting. I do later on go in with some dot markers just to highlight any teacher training days and the school holidays, just so I've got a quick reference that I can flick to at any point. Using my paper tearer from Bethany Rose, which I absolutely love. I got it in one of the mystery boxes and I think it's amazing. Sorry about the wobbly camera. I do absolutely love that lemon washi tape. The page on the right is a new addition to my work journal. It's wow moments, so those moments that you think are just amazing and you'd like to keep a record of. I've just put it in there. Time will tell whether it gets utilised or not. Try not to over congest these pages because I do like to keep only the one book throughout the whole year, whereas my journal that I have at home and for personal use, I can go through 2-3 year, and it just wouldn't be ideal for work when you need to quite often flick back to notes that you've previously taken. I know that there are a lot of teacher planners out there, but having the ability to just add whatever I want onto my pages has really been beneficial to me, and the teacher planners are usually quite expensive, so I've always struggled to justify spending the money on them if I can't see them and flick through them. But that's just a me thing. Just to add a bit of colour, I outlined the lemons with that bright yellow, but I've left the middle empty just so I've got space to write, and I don't usually look at the pen that I'm picking up when I'm writing in this journal, so I can write with any pen just onto the paper. And I like the fact that the yellow is different sizes of thickness throughout the lemons. A style that I've really struggled with is that sort of style and going away from perfection, because otherwise you're never happy with it. Just adding a few leaves just for a bit of something else, just to fill up a few of those white gaps around the edge. But I enjoy the way that this turned out. Moving on to the next spread, and this is the spread that I've struggled with and had a love-hate relationship with for a while. However, I tried it this way last year and I found that it was really beneficial for me. It's a future log, but instead of being cut into months, it's cut into the half terms. So each page is a school term, and then I've ruled a line in the middle, so the top would be for the first half and the bottom would be for the second half. And last year, for all key dates that come up, especially for the months that you haven't set up yet, this was an absolute game changer for me, and I love the way that I had it set out. So I'm trying it again this year, seeing if I get the same use from it. And I think this stencil from the whole set is probably my favourite. I love the idea that came on the cheat sheet of setting it up like this. Not quite for the same reason, however, I've loved it. So that's Fineliner done. I didn't go in and pencil this setup. I very much pick and choose which setups I pencil out first. It's usually the setups with more intricate details and the smaller parts that all have to come together, like on the first page, where I wasn't sure quite what the spacing would look like. Whereas this one, I just went in with pen first. And added the green again, just for that pop of other colour. Save you all from waiting. I've just flipped over. This is now the summer term, and I'm using some stickers that again I made the month section on Procreate, and I've just got a little template set up for it, and then I print them out onto sticker paper. I have lots of sticker paper that's 21 stickers per page, so I just make use of those and put one tab on each sticker. It does mean that I've got to cut it down, but I've never really minded doing that because I've got the stickers there anyway, so I might as well make use of them. So whichever months fall in the term, I just put down the side of the page. And just because when writing in a rush I need some lines to look at, I just use a really pale yellow Tombow just to add those lines in. And I have to say, I love the way that these spreads turned out. I didn't label the pages or give them titles, however, because I know what they are, didn't feel the need to. I didn't want to take up extra room on the page. That lemon takes up enough room. This year I'm not going to be based in a class. I'm going to be doing cover, so I will have a fairly regular timetable to keep, and that's what's going on this page. It has been finalised, so I do know what it is, but I will fill it out off camera. It's just a pretty space to put it in. And here is my final flip through. I love how it's just so bright and happy. And I've also got a space for professional development and anything important. I have added a picture with all the Tombow colours for you. Thank you for watching.